Where are we?
Or should we say, when are we?
No, you shouldn't! Who talks like that?
Okay, it's going to be very hard for me to talk about this. Actually, no, it's going to be very easy. It's really interesting. What's going to be hard is getting the title. So I'm just going to refer to it as WTF 101 because you can't curse within like the first couple minutes of a YouTube video now.
Bummer.
Yeah, this is just like a really interesting show. It's only like a 9-episode series that was featured on Dropout TV. That's College Humor's personal streaming service. I don't know how the business model is doing. I guess it's still doing fine because it's still up and running. But I haven't heard any news about it since it started. I guess it's still doing okay, which more power to them. Unfortunately, they haven't made any new episodes of this series since 2019, and there's a reason for that. But before we get in that, let's just talk about the premise. Basically, a crazy teacher with a transforming laser pointer takes kids on journeys across time and space in order to teach them about just like the really, really messed up stuff in the universe.
God!
The fuck? I am Professor Foxtrot, and I've been charged with taking over detention to make sure you all learn your lessons.
They're usually counterindicative to what you might learn through a traditional education.
And Jason cheated!
I see. Good strategizing, Jason!
What? You shouldn't praise him! He's a parasite!
Parasites are some of the most successful, powerful creatures on this planet!
I don't care.
Don't believe me?
No, I just don't care.
Basically, its main influences are the Magic School Bus, of course, mixed with a little bit of horrible history, with no censorship at all.
Pretty much every miserable thing in this shitty fucking universe is fucked and has been fucked since time began.
But anyway, so basically talk about parasites, animals having sex, drugs, human experiments, just excrements of all shapes and sizes.
A sloth species emerges as a single solid mass and can be up to 1/3 of the sloth's total weight. You can actually see its abdomen deflate as it shits.
The style is really fun, but if I had to make one criticism, I would say that this seems to come off like really hot off the heels of Rick and Morty. You know, you have this cynical scientist who drags around 4 dumb kids instead of just one. I would say it was a coincidence, but then you look at the logo and it's like the same style and the same color as the Rick and Morty one. So, yeah.
She's a fraud! What? The school has no record of Professor Foxtrot. Nothing!
Damn. For real?
The kids themselves are fine. There's a big dumb guy.
Party!
Stop.
A slacker.
Am not.
A stoner queen who I absolutely love.
Look at that face.
And, this kind of, optimistic, progressive type.
Why are you here anyway?
This fucking fascist school is punishing me for distributing condoms and promoting safe sex.
Whoa! Mindy's talking about sex! Whoa! Sex!
But the real star of the show is Professor Foxtrot. She's just so manic and brings just so much energy to the role.
Which is why I cloned dinosaurs and then killed them all again.
She's voiced by Mary Pat Gleason, who I just found out. I had to look up who she was. She's a writer and just a really prolific character actress. I just found out that she played Mrs. Claus in The Santa's Apprentice and The Magic Snowflake, which you'll know that I just recently reviewed.
My ears are twitching, Beatrice. Someone must be saying something bad about me.
Oh, my Santa. That sounds lame as shit.
You can also say that she's also, there's a little bit of Doctor Who inspired in her outfit, what with the bow tie and the professor's jacket and then the sneakers.
Those larvae will eat him from the inside out.
Oh, dear.
Sadly, though, I did find out that Mary Pat Gleason did pass away in 2019, which solves the riddle of why there are no new episodes. Because really, this series is just all about Professor Foxtrot. She just steals the show. I'm really, really sad I didn't learn about this wonderful character actress sooner. But she did leave just a really huge library of work. I'm going to be poking through that. In the last 2 episodes of the season, we find out that Professor Foxtrot is not just some lone scientist. She was originally part of some secret organization bent on taking over the world. But she left it because she genuinely loves to teach.
We should be teaching. I want kids to see what I've seen, to marvel at what an insane, surprising, horrifying, interesting world we live in. Also, I think it'll boost interest in the mad STEM fields.
So she's less chaotic evil and more just chaotic neutral or good. I would consider education would put her in the good category, because she does want to further the learning of all these, little young'uns. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this takes place during detention. So all these kids, this is not regular school. All these kids are just kind of like the screw-ups.
We're not real. We're just drawings.
Jesus, she's all drugged up again.
Whoa.
Okay, what were you even on?
Some drugs?
Yeah, what kind?
I don't know. Whatever was in the dumpster this morning.
I like the fact that they introduced a bigger picture to the story. Oh, okay, this could actually go places and have a narrative. Which usually didn't. Usually the narrative of every episode is that they would show up for detention, one kid would say something that would spark the discussion, and she would use her laser pointer to take them on different journeys.
It's England in the early 1700s.
God fucking damn it!
And by the way, the season ends with the kids trapped with Professor Foxtrot in a parallel dimension. And at the end, they are determined to get back to our universe through a huge adventure. So that was going to set up the second season arc of, okay, well now they're going to have this huge journey to get back home, and it's going to be amazing. And of course, it never manifested.
Bummer.
I would suggest, like I said, there's no possible way to do this without Gleason. So what I would suggest, maybe College Humor, look into maybe a video game. I don't know how that would work. It kind of betrays the whole premise of the show. Or no, you could veer totally into the educational game concept and do like a Mario is Missing style video game, but it's just really messed up stuff. Because I would like to see, I'm actually invested. I would like to see the kids go home and Foxtrot actually, deal with the criminal organization that she tried to escape from. But I guess that's not going to happen. Sadly, we are out of one really funny educational show. Cut off too soon by another tragic loss. I guess Professor Foxtrot was right. I guess the universe is really just effed up.
Can't you at least try?
That would be dangerous, stupid, and probably pointless. Which is my favorite combination!